Hello traders, welcome to our end of week technical analysis video. We're going to be jumping straight into things here. So as you know, this blue vertical line represents the last point in which we left off in our last technical analysis. And we're just going to be marking up this information here. So if I go ahead and grab our path, as you can see just from the eye, not much has actually happened this week since our start of week technical analysis. As you can see, the price has just been moving sideways in a consolidating fashion. No new highs or no real new lows have been touched or created, but we will definitely dive in and have a deeper look into what has happened. So if we continue on from where we last left off, again marked by this blue vertical line, as you can see, price continued bullish to touch that level of around 2651. Price then found resistance and broke down. We tested this support quite a few times, and we're going to have a look at marking in this level as a point of interest for us to take into account in the future. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our path, and we're just gonna mark up exactly what's happened as I am right now. So as you can see, there's not actually too much to go over. As I said at the start of this technical analysis, price has just been consolidating. Just finding common resistance and a common support each time. As you can see, some of our point of interests are definitely still valid, but there is a new level that I definitely want to mark in. So as you can see, price hasn't really done much. We've been testing the common resistance of around, let's find the around 2653 as the common resistance for this consolidation phase, along with a support of around 2635. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and grab one of our boxes here, and I'm going to go ahead and mark in a new level. Probably should have marked this level in prior to all of this stuff happening. However, we haven't caught onto it and seen the significance of it till now. So as you can see, I've marked this level in. Why have I marked this level in? Because as you can see, price has tested this level as a support multiple times on multiple different occasions. We have a support test here, 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 and here. And as you can see, price has tested this level as a resistance in the past as well. And with gold sitting on this level right now, it is definitely a level that we want to take into account. From this point onwards, we're going to keep this point of interest in, and also a little update for the technical analysis videos at the end of the year. Obviously we are now coming close to 2025. Once we get into that new year, I'm going to go ahead and remark up our chart. So we're going to start the year with a fresh chart. We're going to go ahead and delete all of our markups and all of our point of interests, keeping only the high time frame levels. The high time frame levels being our 4 and above, because obviously those won't change much. Nor will any of our point of interests. Really, the market will stay the same. Just because it's a new year doesn't mean much. However, we just want to start the year fresh, and for that reason we will be remarking up our chart. Anyway, let's go over what we could potentially see. If I go ahead and go down to our minute 15 time frame, and we can have a closer look and a more in-depth look at what has happened. So again, consolidation, price moving sideways, with that common resistance of around 2653 and the common support of around 2635. We did in fact get a break yesterday, at roughly when we started the new day, when we started this morning today at around midnight. And as you can see, price has dropped all the way down, finding a support at one of our point of interests, and you can see that that point of interest is a green level, meaning that we marked it in on our minute 15 or below. So yeah, we found support at around 2613, and price then has risen up and become bullish, and now price is on a retracement as we speak, testing this common support that we just spoke about at 2635. We're going to go ahead and go to our weekly, because I understand that we were looking at a bullish engulfing candlestick. Again, price has just been consolidating this week. So as you know, we have been spoken about this in our last 2, maybe 3 weeks of our technical analysis videos. We did see a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, indicating us that price action was indicating that we was going to see a bullish move. As you can see, this candlestick should in turn have been our bullish candlestick. As you can see, the price has been pretty stagnant. The reason why there isn't much volume inside of this candlestick, that is due to, like I just showed you, on the lower time frames on hour one, price has just been consolidating. If we go down to our daily now, again, you can see that consolidation lasting almost 2 weeks since price had that big retracement down and touching the level around 2625. We have just seen price consolidate. What can this mean for us, and what can this mean for gold in the future? With the bulls having the main control of this consolidation level, especially if you look on our hour one, you can see that support is held up nicely. It is definitely indicating to us that the move out of this consolidation block will be a bullish one. If I go ahead and go to our hour four now, you can see that the bears are in control a lot since as of today, really. As of this week, we can see that from Monday to Friday, we have had a common resistance respected on our hour four time frame. However, the main levels that are have been respected is our support, indicating to us that a bullish move is the most likely move that's going to take us out of this consolidation phase. We're going to go ahead and go back down to our hour one now. We're going to go and grab a path and just give you some probabilities of some probable moves that could happen either today or next week. So we're at 2635. As you know, this is a major level. If we see price break below this level, we will most likely see a continuation. Again, like we've spoken about in our last couple technical analysis videos, if we see a break past the level of 2,600 and we see price start trading in the 2,500 range, we will most likely see a bearish continuation. As of today, we could just see some consolidation. We could see a bigger retracement down to around the level of 2625, with price then coming back up to test that common resistance of around 2653. That's one of the scenarios that we could see, and then the market making its mind up on our next week. Also, we could potentially see some big volatility enter the market today. As you all know, I remember speaking about it in our last technical analysis video at the start of week. So for those that didn't tap in, on the first Friday of every month, we have a news event, a high impacting news event called NFP. NFP stands for non-farm payrolls. This is a high impacting US news event that will definitely inject some volatility and volume into the markets. So we advise not to trade throughout this time. The news normally drops at around 1:30, and it can go any way it likes. That's the problem with gold. Gold is very, very volatile, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, especially around high impact news events like NFP. So with the help of NFP, we could in turn see this consolidation broken through the top side or the bottom side. But as you can see right now, we are seeing that 235 level broken. If I go ahead and go to our minute 15, we are seeing a bearish continuation. The last hour or two has been bearish. Again, though, we are still in that rough area of around 2635, so it can still definitely act as support. We could see bulls push the price up now and candlestick finish as a star type candlestick, indicating to us that the bears have had the start of the candlestick in control, and then the bulls have taken over at the end. I'm going to go back to our hour one again and give you a bullish scenario and a bullish probable move. Again, if we see price retrace, we could see price continue. Again, price will most likely stay in this consolidation block until the news release, until the NFP has been hit, and we will definitely have a lot to go over on our start of week technical analysis, as we will go over, I think, maybe our first or second NFP or high impacting news event. And I will go ahead and break down all the things that have happened, why it's happened, and where that could lead for gold. So carrying on, going with this bullish probability. The bullish probability and the bearish probability are quite even. Some price action on different time frames shows us that a bullish move is more probable, whereas other time frames will show us that a bearish move is more probable. So it's sort of mixed signals right now. That's sort of what you get in a consolidating market. You don't really know where price is going. This is what you call scalper's heaven. So we offer intraday and swing trades being longer term trades, intraday being trades made within a day, and then scalping is another form or another strategy of trading where you trade on very, very low time frames and you trade in between a resistance and support. What scalpers will look for is a common resistance and a common support. For example, this consolidation block here between 2635 and 2653. Traders will sell at that top and get out at that bottom and replace their short or their long position with the opposite. Anyway, carrying on. So we could potentially see before the news events hit, if we see some nice bullish momentum inject into the market prior to the New York session opening. Obviously, this is the thing that makes the first Friday of each month so volatile, because when the New York session opens up, obviously Wall Street gets involved and we will see indefinitely injection of volume into the market, and the market becomes volatile, a lot more volatile than a London session open. That's just the US Open. And we also add that non-farm payroll news event. That's just going to increase things a lot more. Anyway, if we see some good bullish momentum from here, we could definitely see this point of interest touched here. As you see, we have these two horizontal markers in the level of 2675 and 2645. The only level that we are trading roughly around is the level of 2645. These levels are high time frame levels, breakout points, if you will. If we see price sort of break below this, we'll see a continuation. As you can see, price is trading below it now, and we are seeing bearish momentum. If we see price break above the 2645 level and continue on past that 2675 level, we'll definitely see a bullish continuation. Anyway, if we see a continuation before New York session opens up, we will most likely see this level broken back into, and these level of 2645 passed, and potentially come to test that level of 2655 again. So that's definitely a scenario. As of right now, though, with the new non-farm payroll event taking place in roughly 3 hours and 25 minutes, there's a lot of uncertainty in where the market will go, so we can't really give our best probable move, as the NFP could throw things straight off. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this end of week technical analysis. Obviously, I'll definitely go over and go more into depth into the non-farm payroll news event. It could be that this is the first of many, that nothing really happens. It does happen. Sometimes the non-farm payroll event doesn't really affect the market, but in most cases it does. And if and when it does, in our start of week technical analysis, I will definitely go over and go into what was released, why it was released, and why it has affected the market in what way it did. So yeah, if we see a bullish continuation from this level of 2635, we're looking for about 100 pips to around 2645, and we will most likely see a consolidation continuation, a little rhyme there, before price then makes its mind up after the New York session hits and after the NFP drops. So that's going to be our end of week technical analysis for you. I hope you lot have enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I know we are nearing 100 subscribers, which is crazy. We only started this not long ago. And also leave a comment for us as well. I have a comment that I'm going to reply to in our trading jargon. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It was our previous video before this. I went ahead and explained some basic trading terms that not a lot of people know. Even if you're a beginner or intermediate, if you're intermediate, it's nice to refresh your mind. If you're a beginner, there's a lot of information there for you to learn. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Conclusion is the probability for any move right now is uncertain. Bullish and bearish is sitting on sort of the same amount of probability. We see a bullish continuation from this point. Cool, but we won't most likely see this consolidation play out until we get that NFP and the New York session start up. So that's been me, Gold Signals. I hope you lot have enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop us a comment. Also visit our website if you'd like to get into contact with us. That is goldsignals.io. I repeat, goldsignals.io. You'll find a link to our Telegram bot where our customer service will be more than happy to help. And there's also some other useful information on our website, such as reviews, our fully detailed results, where you'll find our detailed signal statistics, and a bunch more stuff. So yeah, that's been me, Gold Signals. Hope you lot have enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.